So today I am in Kampala, Uganda, and at the entrance of the Africa's Junior University, Makerere. And so today I thought I should just take you a tour around Kampala, Uganda, but more especially along the perimeter walls of Makerere University, the Junior University in Africa. Contributed a lot to post-colonial development of Africa, producing three presidents that I know of: Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, Mwai Kibaki of Kenya, Milton Obote of Uganda. Anyway, I am at the intersection between Makerere Hill Road in the distance that goes to join Hoima Road and Haji Musa Kasule Road that goes on to cross Bombo Road and into Mulago, where Makerere University Medical School is located, and Mulago National Referral Hospital. Anyway, I am going to walk around the perimeter wall of Makerere University, just showing you the surrounding suburbs of the premier university of East Africa, to give you a blend of the life around the university generally, and also to show you how Uganda outside the university looks like. And the city is resuming, or has resumed, because this is just the 7th day of the new year, 2026, and we are now in the busy suburbs of Makerere University. Anyway, a lot of motorcycle riders trying to get my attention, hoping that I need a ride. Yeah. And statistically speaking, it is said that much of Uganda is an agricultural country. It has been superseded by motorcycle taxi riders, employing over 1 million riders within the country, something that agriculture used to do. And it must also be noted that most of the youth, having sought employment, are finding trouble, and some have even gone to extent of selling inherited family land by the motorcycle, because it's the only obvious way to make a job, to make some money. All right. Right here you see the boundary wall of Makerere University. This is a bit partly a fake, partly translucent, and that allows for a little bit of transition from the university into the busy commerce of Kampala city. Then all of a sudden it becomes thick walls. I don't know whether that's because it's more secure or it is much cheaper to construct a solid wall. Price of steel is actually expensive. I do not know where that's the justification, but I think the other transparent steel / masonry walls are much nicer looking and feel premium. All right. So right now I'm on Jinji Road, and Jinji Road will actually take you to the borders of this Wandegea Mosque. So this Wandegea Mosque is a bit interesting. You see that just next to it there is the other Ahmadiyya Mosque that you see right there. And I don't know whether it's a difference in denomination, but again, service for withdrawals. Alright, so I've been successful at withdrawing money. So that means overreacted 3 days ago when I couldn't withdraw cash because Uganda is heading to presidential elections and kind of some of the things that are frozen are money withdrawals. So I may have to rescind that shot that I posted online. Anyway, I think they were genuinely out of cash or reconsidering. But soon, I know banking services will be closed a few days to the 15th of January 2026 as Uganda elect their president. Every time I've attempted after the name of this mall, as Campus Mall, I have failed to get the name, but the name is now there. So, St. Mark, Educational Center, St. Mark Church of Uganda. Today is Wednesday. Oh, interesting. I thought it was Tuesday. And there's a service in the evening. Okay, 6 p.m. So I'm still taking you around the perimeter of Makerere University, one of the premier universities in East Africa. Unfortunately, we are building between the wall on the other side and this Bombo Road, so I cannot walk just next to that wall. I have had to, yeah. yeah, it's a beauty to behold. It's a beauty to behold. Human action resuming within the city. You almost forget that we are in the campaign season, and I find it needs to be placed where it has been generally a peaceful time, also within the city center, but that's because most of the presidential campaigns have not yet reached the city properly. And I hope it stays peaceful even when those campaigns do reach the city. Anyway, we are still on our walk and a lot of movement. I think I probably have only traversed a quarter, not even half of my walking journey. And my assumption is it may take an hour. Let's find out. Let's find out. And by the way, it is said that the average walking speed of human beings is 5 kilometers per hour. I need to go back to these people, but they don't seem to be giving me the space to. And for that, I'm going to cross to this side. I don't like the fact that I'm walking with motorcycles coming from behind. It's a bit risky. I like to see what's coming. But because I'm not walking in the direction of opposing traffic, I've chosen to go as far from the cycle already passed. Anyway, the building that you see there, those are student hostels, my mood hostel. And then behind it is Braided Girls Hostel. And the building right here is just a business. But that my mood is a bit noisy even at night, seeing that it's just next to the highway. Engine noise makes it impossible. And because the university is large, they decided to provide an eastern gate. And right now, we are at the entrance of the Makerere University eastern gate. Yep, beautiful. I see they are constructing a new structure. That is the School of Public Health. Interesting. And you can see the campaign banners for aspiring political leaders for this area. It's a great university. I see petrol stations. This building, I've always seen it here. I do not know whether it's a residence or an abandoned structure. I never understood that. Now, this was the kind of perimeter wall I was looking into. That's the part where you can literally see through if you wanted. So it gives hope to the communities all surrounding people that they could go inside or be part of the inside. And they also get to see what's happening inside and want to be a part of it. Unlike the opaque walls that we are yet to meet again, where it's like saying that outside public don't even dare to be part of the university. But we spotted plants in the distance. So because this is Bombo Road and it's actually a main highway leading to Bombo Town and straight to northern Uganda, I know there are most of residential places that side, and therefore such will need landscaping, and these businesses along the road with spotted plants are hoping that most of these people driving private cars may stop, having appreciated one or two plants and buy. Anyway, we are still on Bombo Road, and that's bordering the eastern perimeter of the university wall. And also on the eastern side is the Mulago National Referral Hospital. The building is shining in white in the background. But these tiled ones in front are Salvation Army homes, student homes. But yeah, Mulago National Referral Hospital. I bring it because it's actually part of the university, because the School of Public Health that you saw coming into the university was accommodated in Mulago. And health sciences, medicine, and all that was that side, but they are all returning inside the university. I think School of Pharmacy, Dentistry, now Public Health are already inside. I don't know whether medicine itself also will return inside. And if the Makerere University hospital will resume the teaching services that it used to provide. Nowadays, people just call it sick bay, but I think if Roybert allows, and we've returned to the main gate, I shall show it to you. Yes, still Bombo Road. And all of these are things you'll see around the perimeter. It's still that magnificent building in the distance, which is the Signal Church of All Nations by Kakande Ministries International. Anyway, so that is the boundary of Muganza Wongera Road and Bombo Road. Then you can see the fresh tarmac, well constructed. One of the new infrastructure projects that I saw in person, implemented by the then Executive Director of Kampala City Authority, Jennifer Mukusi. This road was built to last. The lifts are dug over 1 meter down from the surface, the gravel mud potholed surface that used to exist, and we constructed it, mixing it with boulder, gravel, and then to this surface. And I have the feeling it may have a design life of between 30 to 50 years. The idea that why should one return to the very same road in just a few years? Yep. So Muganza Wongera Road. And Muganza Wongera is a very funny name. A vernacular name probably from Uganda. And if I'm to do translation, then Muganza would mean beloved. And Wongera, I think, gets more. Or more is sacrificed unto him. So something like that. Now, I don't know whether it was the name of an individual or it was the name of a spiritual leader around these areas. Something has caught my attention. So we are entering the students' suburbs of where business are tailored towards students. And now the perimeter wall has become opaque, something I detest, but the trees are there. Bayern, Burnley, Man United, Premier League. So these are football watching points. These are some of the leisure activities students normally do within the university, watching soccer. It's an evening in Kampala, Uganda, and it's actually a quiet place. The students haven't yet returned to the university because they're still in the holiday, but you can see that most of these businesses target them. Computer shops, this one's new, I hadn't seen it. Accessories, these are now household items, jerrycans, basins, mirrors, you know, what a typical student would need. So this is an interesting rise. I think charges running at about 20%. Could be wrong. Now, I see the student hostels. Of course, the ground floors have better views for businesses. I think they pay more money than having it house accommodation. Yeah, actually the signpost of this road always amuses me. If you see the yellow thing just by the pillar of this wall, that's the nameplate for this road. So the perimeter wall came long after this road had been in existence, much at the time as the gravel and tarmac road. Anyway, so now this is the proper long stretch of the Muganza Wongera Road. Basically the engineered boundary between the helicopter that we saw earlier inside the Makerere University making noise for us. So I was still telling you, this is the engineered boundary between the former premium establishment that is Makerere University, the home of the elite, and the local enterprise of Chikumi Chikumi. And Chikumi Chikumi is an interesting name, which when translated would be 100, 100. And that's because when there was a student boom in the 90s and 2000s, this area saw a hike in student population, and therefore there was demand for food. people being beaten up. And I think let's go up. There's a garage on this road. Try to stabilize this, but wow. This is the power of erosion. Rainwater coming from up here. This place seems to have gravel, which people call maram, laterite, clay, with some stones inside for some garages. I think now we are going to be ascending at a rate of 30%. So let's climb this hill. Don't understand what's happening here, but I see maybe some companies made this their home. Supervals, Iveco, dump trucks. All right. Oh, is this part of the perimeter wall? No. This is actually, I think, someone trying to build their own home in a way, securing their lands by fencing it off with such music. So at the top there, I think you see that church of Uganda. Okay. It's a tiny plot. Anyway, guess you can build a house and have a bit of a compound. Someone's calling me. How did they grade here? This looks very steep. How did it not slide? I'm saying, well, this used to be a playground for this school, but I see now it's a field land. Let me answer this. It's now a dump of gravel. Yes, sir.
Yes.
JND, Odiotia.
How is there any hope?
I haven't yet dived in. I only so far done some bit of ultrasonic cleaning on it, and then I'm going to take values. But one thing I noticed, there's totally no response to the presence of power supply. So now I'm going to have to start from the basics, building upward. Hello?
Okay, I see.
But remind me a bit of the history again.
He told me it had, I don't know if your friend thinks, but he told me he gave it to some guy. And the guy did whatever he was working on. I should ask him better, but whatever he was working on, well, he finished working and then gave it back to him and went forward.
And then the first person who attempted repair, did they brief you on what they had attempted? No. Oh, okay. Because I see a lot of hot air gun action on the board. But anyway, let me also do my independent thing. But it would have been nice to know what the person had wanted to attempt, and anything that can go wrong under that process can always be mitigated for. Okay, but anyway, maybe if the owner was given such information, it could also help me find out.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him.
Ekali. So I'll sit on it again tonight. All right. So a call came through, and I thought it was an opportunity to just show you the skyline of Kampala, or at least a bit of it. That right there is Kololo Hill. Right there is Naguru Hill. I think that should be in Tinda Chisasi Chanja. That is the Bahai Temple. Behind it, probably also still Chanja. This I may not know, but anyway, let's proceed on our walk around town. So around the perimeter wall of Makerere University. And that has been a pleasant break because I got to catch my breath. But you could actually subtract the time I've used on the call to see how long it has taken us to walk around the perimeter of Makerere University. So I think these guys couldn't agree on where they should stop and the university should start. Interesting. This man really trusts That is sharp. But anyway, that's the beauty. And this is all green spaces. I do not know where the university has its land stopping. But yes, I see people right there. There's a footpath. And let's proceed. So on this footpath, or this road that leads to the main entrance of Makerere Primary School and the Church of Uganda, the church at the top of that hill, should take us onto Sao Kagwa Road. And the truck is coming, or the car. So let me try to give it away. And I think it's a garage, and they're testing the result of their work, because they look really dirty to be the owners of the Nissan. Interesting. Sounds smooth. Private residences. Interesting compound. And I miss those days when compounds were just open, no such things like this huge razor block kind of fences, making you look to occupy a small space despite the area being vast. Wow. So I've used this path because it's the only way I can go around to show you the portions of the Makerere University perimeter wall. But you can see the Ugandan sunset. It's actually beautiful. I think let me try to show you that. I don't know whether it will do me any justice. Yeah, that's the sun for you setting over the hills of Kasubi. And yeah, those are some of the suburbs of Kampala. Very beautiful. So let's just proceed. So this is the garage. They seem to have some serious operation going, and they've chosen to work on trucks. See, pickup trucks mostly. Pickup trucks, SUVs. Okay, probably these are parts to be scrapped. A lot of steel work. And yeah, you can now start seeing the glimpses of the Sao Kagwa Road that I had promised you. Yeah, in the distance. Yep. Nakulabye. Forgetting the name. I've forgotten the name of that place. Just right below the sun. Anyway, this is Sao Kagwa Road, and in this direction it goes up to Bwaise, Kawempe, Matuga, Kawanda, and in this direction it should go all the way to Old Kampala, Uganda. I think that's where most of the city's activities started. And so Uganda Microcredit Foundation head offices. I didn't know microfinancing actually was a serious business. These people could end up owning a building, but I think it's possible. The private guys can do that. How about a company that is into the business of loaning? Anyway, let's go. So along this road, we should meet Makerere University Western Gate. So we are actually on the western side or western ends of Makerere University, and in these sections we are now coming to the residential areas that university students take advantage of. Some garages mixed in, but usually that's because of availability of idle empty land, and to keep it busy someone would put a garage, washing bay. Lately I've seen soccer artificial playing taps. This building I don't understand. It has never left. That's it. Blah guys are really crazy. The guy said just take a U-turn in front of me with a lot of space behind. I wonder whether he wanted to snatch my phone. But anyway, I see this suburb you find mostly hostels, but some of them eventually evolved to become residences. And yeah, the perimeter wall resumes. It disappeared from somewhere there. There's no saying where it should proceed from, but I see from here it comes and joins this perimeter wall. I don't know whether this part is owned by Shell, or Shell decided to paint it over just to, yeah, it's okay, Shell has decided to paint over it By City goes right behind that building, a place we couldn't have passed, and you can see the colors of Makerere University. Oh, it gives me delight that this will be a gate for it to be able to access this facility. And this facility is basically a food science faculty of food science or School of Food Science and Technology, right there. It is beautiful. I see these walls are suffering from water. This is water attack. You can see the sulfate action happening on the perimeter wall. I think maybe all the rain that comes the other side comes and pulls against this wall and never finds its way into the drainage out of it. Massive retaining structure. I think this is used as a passive. It actually has beams. See a beam and some columns going through. So it's actually major reinforcement. I like the mix between the beam and then those earth retaining blocks. It's great. I think civil engineers would have fun with this. Yep, actually Kasubi Hill is the one above to the right, so to the left of the sunset. Uganda Hill? I'm forgetting the name of that area. Okay, anyway, let's continue with our walk around the perimeters of Makerere University. It's a beautiful evening. It's 6:43 and we are still on our walk. And we are walking into the distance. I have a feeling that by now we have covered just over half of the walk around the perimeter. And this stretch of along Sapo Kagwa, I think is the longest straight stretch of the wall. So those are the suburbs of Kasubi and Nankulabye. And yep. I think for now, I'll just leave you for about a minute or two to the sound of the streets. And yeah, just as I said, this is a student targeting area. Now you can see from a hostel. For those studying behind here, that was College of Engineering. These are some of the nearest halls to the university, at least from the western side. Actually, even generally inside the university. So, wow, this is a lovely sunset. I think I need to keep showing this to you until it will disappear. Maybe you may not appreciate it, but look at that. It's like the sun is sleeping on the clouds, and that is overhanging on the left Kasubi Hill, and then to the right, I don't know whether that's Lugala Hill, but yes, it's a delight that we are on this journey. It's now 46 minutes into our walk. So, but of course you deduct minutes I stood speaking on phone and taking the sunset for you. More of the hostel / business enterprises. Yep. On this road. What I don't know is really businesses survive that much. Or it's a cycle of started and failed businesses. I see cars, a motorcycle, I see pharmacy, medical center. Wow. So I suppose this is some important person with all the motorcade that they have in front. KPU, what's that supposed to mean? It looks like it's a Kabaka. Interesting. So we are in Buganda and Makerere Hill. What better place? Okay, that's Kabaka Chimera Road, the one sloping. One of the first kings of Buganda, 1300s, at least officially recognized. And the hill was also denoted by someone from the royal family towards education. So it is beautiful. I think I've seen someone that I know. But anyway, let's continue our journey. They noticed me and they have decided to cross. But it's a beautiful country, and maybe because I'm wearing a cape and mask, they cannot recognize me. So this is the western gate of Makerere University along the perimeter wall. But let's continue with our journey. Anyway, motorcycle ride. Yep. See the businesses here? Phone accessories, phone laptops and all that. It's a great place. Maybe I should get an office somewhere here someday. Saying I'm into electronics. But yes, the perimeter wall. I suppose I should walk on this other side of incoming traffic. So let me find a way of crossing this road onto the other side. But you can see the lush green of Makerere University. I think I can better capture it when I cross to the other side. I don't like this side because motorcycle riders keep thinking I'm a potential passenger and they try to get my attention. And I have to be polite about it, tell them no, I'm not going, and that is draining. So I'm off to this other side of the road. Anyway, Ugandan roads, when crossing them, you just have to be present. In other words, look left, look right, look left, look right as you move. Yeah, so look at the massive trees within the university. It's basically, seems like a huge conservation of trees. It's actually a mix of fruit trees, normal trees, indigenous trees, foreign trees, exotic for that matter. And some of these old structures used to provide accommodation to university support staff, probably cleaners and something of the sort. But they haven't been repaired and no project has been done to sort of put up new ones. And I think they're even moving away from owning workers to private contracting, which I think is not good for the independent operation of the university. And I think such powers were taken away from them when the funds collected by the university from private students had to first go back to the government coffers and then given back to them. It hurts me. It hurts me. Makerere would be very far. Would be very far. Because as much as people swindle, but at least the elite try as much to exercise a bit of conscience. Anyway, let's proceed on this road. Yeah, I'll occasionally rant, but I like the motorcycle actions. Actually, it's not uncommon to see motorcycles carrying 2 passengers, but it's traffically illegal by the traffic police. Not because the motorcycles are incapable of hauling such massive weights, but it's assumed that because in the past there were a lot of motorcycle collisions, and it's better to have 1 passenger affected along the rider than to have 3 or more people affected. I think that's the rationale. Anyway, the inside of the university is beautiful, and in that distance I think I can see parts of Lumumba Hall, the clay tiled buildings, and then the grey one is Mary Stewart Hall. Now these suburbs are Makerere Chikoni suburbs, and mostly hostels do populate these areas, and people who have decided to finish university and hang around the university, so a bit of accommodation still. Yeah, and businesses that go along with that, foodstuffs, restaurants, and all of the kind. But Makerere University, the perimeter wall is really wide. I think some of that stuff has decided to plant maize, which is also good. I think the land makes sense to be cultivated. I think if Makerere wanted, now that they have a perimeter wall, they could allow people to cultivate food inside, at least the unused spaces, more so the ones neighboring the residential areas. There was a time the Estates Division decided to cut all of them down because they said it harbored thieves. But now with the perimeter wall, I think that shouldn't be an argument anymore. Wow. New Makerere guest house. Oh, this is a guest house. But I'm finding it strange that some of these things began as student hostels, but then I think with time they have decided to get more money from other people other than students. And I think that's because of the increasing price of real estate. In terms of customer buying. But okay, it's a nice green space. Suppose this person either has not been around for a while. It's hard to say, but I like when the trees still do litter city areas. Structure seems to have gotten new tiles. How they achieved that, I don't understand. I would have thought such a thing should have been done for most of the houses around. But alright, interesting set of trousers. And this guy is dressed up or he's naked. Oh, I see some proposition. Why they are going to develop this proposed hostel block. Brothers of Christian Instruction. I have a feeling Brothers of Christian Instruction seem to have had enough real estate around these areas. So I see Makerere University, Caltech. Anyway, there's no knowing. This hotel always intrigues me due to its sheer height. And I think this is all accessed by stairs, no lifts whatsoever. The ground floor has the outside facing shops. Then I can count the residences as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay, 8 floors. I'm sure there's one in the basement. Wow, that's a lot of height, but I think that's the wise thing to do. Go up, do not waste land. Land is never increasing. And I think if God blesses me and my channel really performs well, the idea is I'll probably build a structure that should cover 3 generations from me. That's probably, I'm looking at 5 floors upward. Space for rent, and it's not for sale. It always gets me when people say not for sale on their pieces of land, but real estate is like that. People with money are looking for where to invest it. I don't know whether it's wise to hold on to a track like that, more so that the grade here is very rideable. I tried it once, and needless to say, the ground became my friend. So right now, I am almost meeting the intersection between the Sapo Kagwa Road and Makerere Hill Road, which is a sign that we are soon coming to the end of this walk around the perimeter wall of Makerere University, just to show you what is happening and what kind of activities around it. And so if you were once in this institution and it's been a while since you've been back, yeah, this is a tour for you. And if you like the video, please do comment, let me know, and if I could do such more for you. And I have a feeling that in future I may do such walking tours of the city under request. Why you pay me just $100 to take you around and show you the places that were part of your history, part of your journey in this life. And for now, let me ask you to subscribe. So I have the feeling that we might be remaining with about 10 minutes to finish this walk around the perimeter of Makerere University. I've decided to walk in the direction of incoming traffic. Oh, if you're wondering, behind this portion of the wall is the Makerere main sports ground. Maybe I'll show it to you from the other side of the road. But for now, let's take a walk. And from here upward are the suburbs of Nankulabi, which borders with Hoima Road. And if you wanted to see the UNESCO World Heritage Center in Uganda, which is the Kasuri Tombs, you'd use the Makerere Hill Road that we are soon meeting. Let me cross over to the other side. Yep, more of the Makerere perimeter wall. I like this portion because it's partly transparent. It gives you a feel of, you can still become part of the university. And that junction. And like all Ugandan junctions, the traffic lights are usually a very intriguing place of action. I need to cross onto this side and watch out for incoming motorcycle riders. A bit of a chaotic people. Sugar cane. I think today I may not buy. There's a gentleman in Wandegea, very nice to me. I think I'll buy from him. So, this is the intersection of Circle Bar Road leading into Old Kampala and Makerere Hill Road coming from the Makerere main gate and heading all the direction to meet Hoima Road at 90 degrees in Nankulabye traffic light junction. This is Full Gospel Church, a very strong church in the history of the born again and Pentecostal movement, established in the 1960s, and it's along Makerere Hill Road. So this route now should take us to the main gate of Makerere University, and it's a great place to have studied. Interesting retaining walls. I think people try to climb by them, but let's proceed. More of the posters. MP Kawempe South, Semboga Roy, politicians. And the Full Gospel Church has a Bible college. I wonder what is taught in the Bible college. But I think in one of my videos I must have shown you from their billboard. This is called Blood Hiding Bible College. This is more of the Makerere University perimeter wall. The segments that make me happy, simply because it is semi-transparent without sacrificing security, really. And it gives you the feeling of the university welcomes you much as it doesn't want you to be a problem either. Great spaces, play. I have realized that having your building with facing bricks is a long-term investment, in the sense that no need for painting. Actually, inside there is the Makerere main host ground. I thought I would be able to see it from here, but this wall, I think, is marking the boundary between the university and Makerere College School. I might have shown it in a video before this one. And this is the girls' hostel, and it's run by Church of Uganda. So it looks like Makerere College School is the Church of Uganda school, but I could be wrong. But I've seen also Church of Uganda do hostels for university students, so maybe they are investing into accommodation spaces. But it's a nice building. So Makerere College School decided they'll put handsheets to let me cross to the side and walk on the island. So since it is evening, most of Kampala is returning home. So because this route, Makerere Hill Road, goes to meet Haji Musa Kasule and heads into town, you see more of the traffic being the kind that comes out of town. Okay, this is an interesting light. Oh, this was supposed to provide some zebra crossing, but what end? I think there used to be an entrance to this school at this point before the wall was constructed, hence the zebra crossing here, also on the tarmac. How innovative. But yes, Kampala is returning home after the day's work, and this is the first month of 2026. So it's a wall around the perimeter wall of the university. So Makerere College School inside there, that's the gate. I don't know why the zebra crossing is at a little distance from the gate. maybe to prevent students from queuing on the road. Yep. And this opaque wall, I think, also is soundproof wall. Why is this guy moving too close to this wall? Yeah. So I prefer not to walk the other side because on the section there was very little room between the road and where I was, between the wall and where I was walking. So since I'm recording with my phone, lovely motorcycle action. Since I'm recording with my phone, I try to ensure I'm not risking it to motorcycles passing by or the people. Yep. I think around roughly here, behind this gate, is the School of Industrial and Fine Arts. Maybe the actual residential, as well as the iron sheets to cover the opacity. Interesting solution. But yes, I don't think a public university should be made private. But I suppose it is a residential section and they figured they needed to do things without being watched by everyone. Alright, lovely trees inside the university. Makerere is generally green. Makerere is generally green. And these are the suburbs of Makerere, Kaguguve, in that direction. And then over the other side would be Makerere, Kivulu, where you see that grey sort of portico building is. Alright, in front are the Ham Towers, one of the poorly planned infrastructure inside or around the university. It boomed when taxis was occupying it, but now traffic to it, or businesses to it are few. Behind this wall, where I also know it's cancelling wall, is the School of Law. I think the only school within the university that's not affiliated to any college, School of Law. And I think the first law teaching institution in Uganda. Alright, so we are soon reaching the entrance of the Makerere University main gate where our journey started from, and this is Gaddafi Road, so we have to find a way of ending up on the other side of the street. Yeah, a lot of cars making it impossible for me, but mostly the motorcycles, because there's no telling what they actually want, and they really speed. So let me show my intentions. And yep, we have gone. So Gaddafi Road, taking you to old Kampala, and you can see the old Kampala Gaddafi Mosque in the distance. I hope you're able to see. Anyway, yeah, there's a supermarket operating where taxis used to be, but I don't see a lot of movement in and out. Maybe it's a challenge of parking space for this building, and times the super advised they refuse. After the university had to compromise, because the road was the other one there, compromise to allow for some of this road to be pushed. All this section was donated by the university, and I think the city council then decided to pave for them a few of their roads on the inside. Anyway, Uganda is a beautiful country, and let's continue. So someone is trying to cross the road, but yeah, that's the difficulty, most of his motorcycles. So I'm going to cross again, because I really want to be on the other end as I show you the entrance of the main university, where we started this walk from. The university is actually wide, and there's even more action all over its outside. Okay, let's continue. Oh, those are the Wandegeya flats. I think they were part of the National Housing Corporation, Construction Corporation, who built them, but they've soon been privatized. So, yep, and we're back to the main gate of Makerere University. Welcome to Africa's premier university, Makerere University. Soon to graduate more graduates, and a great contributor in post-colonial Africa. See you in the next video. Ciao.